it's Amy, owner and curator of YosoBoho. Welcome back to my channel and a Tuesday night tabletop thrift haul. Surprise! Tonight we're actually gonna go shopping. So it's gonna be a shop along with haul from a Goodwill in Cambridge, Ohio. It's a very small Goodwill that we love to stop at when we're down in that area. We were camping this weekend at Salt Fork, I believe. Yes, Salt Fork State Park. Beautiful place. We love to take the dog there because they have a great dog park where he can go in the water and he loves to swim. After that, because it's kind of a short trip with a small haul, I'm going to show you some things that I found at our big shops by the lake. So just this past weekend when I was working, I was a walker, which is one of the jobs, and the really nice benefit about being a walker is you can also be a shopper. So I hit some of the booths that were having some great sales, and I'm going to share those things with you too. And I found some amazing things. So without further ado, let's go shopping.
Yeah.
What kind of pencils are they?
Crayola.
A little frame.
Get it. Get it.
Little Bluetooth.
You can't go wrong.
There looks like there's a light in there, maybe a reading lamp.
Get it. I will get it.
All right, we're trying that for $1.99. The $1.99 bag that Irf was like, get it, get it. We got it, and I'll tell you what, it was stuffed with the most random things. So let me show you what this bag had in it. It had this really cute little resin frame. So ignore the sticker stuff there. I'm gonna put a little photo in this and put it in our whimsical booth. It's so cute. There's this tiny little frog. There's a lamp and some books. So it's like a little desk. It's adorable. It just says made in China. I haven't tried to look this up. I think this is probably just a couple dollars, but I just thought it was really cute. There were some other resin pieces in there. I don't know if they're just decorative. I don't know what you would do with these, honestly. This one says, I keep losing weight, but it keeps finding me. And then here's another one that is along the same lines. It says diet. Did I eat that? They're cute. I don't know. They might get donated back. I really don't know what the purpose of them is. There were some random wires and plugs in there. So this is an extra little short USB plug that may come in handy. Here's a tiny little mini USB plug that may come in handy. There were 2 sets of wired earbuds. They're not worth any money, but they are new, sealed. So I might sell them together and get maybe $8 to $10 for the 2. There was a random pair of socks. There was a tiny set of needle nose pliers made by Craftsman. This is a great little tool. I do some jewelry stuff, so these always come in handy. And this has a nice little point to it. So it'll allow me to grab clasps and kind of, bend stuff. And that's awesome. So these will come in handy for me. And then I called my dad about these things because there were 3 things in here that I knew were probably for hunting, like bow and arrow hunting, and he would know about them. So instead of looking them up, I just called him. This is what he says is a release. So it fits somehow on your hand, probably so that you can pull this little trigger, but you pull a string back on a bow and then this will keep the string back until you want to, release it. That makes sense, right? He said that these can run anywhere from $30 to $100. This is obviously used, but even at the low end, 50% off the low end would be $15. So I may list it for somewhere in that range. I'll probably do a little bit more research to make sure it's not one of the more high end. It is a piece made by Cabela. So we shall see. And then I'll probably throw these in with it. So these are what I think he called Fletchers. They're like the feathers at the top of the arrow, but these are, you have to glue them on or something. I don't know. These are a brand new pack and they're not very expensive. I think when I looked them up, they were about $5 or $6. So I may just throw them in with this guy. And then there was a third thing in there that he said just to toss. These are like practice points for an arrow. He said that, you know, people are very particular about sizes or weights, and because these aren't labeled, they probably aren't sellable. So these are a toss, but that was a pretty cool bag, right? There was some neat stuff in there. And how random. Just throw a bunch of stuff in a bag and sell it, right? The fun part about it was like discovering what was in it. So that was cool. And I would pay $2 any day to discover what's in a bag.
Sounds good.
And this guy.
How about this? Anybody?
This piece was made by Toys R Us. It's not a very old piece. It's called the Cosmic Explorer. It's just used as a diagram, and we were excited that the light worked. I was hoping that maybe it moved, but it doesn't. It's just more for, like I said, education, showing the solar system and where the planets are. It's pretty cool. Now, we paid 59 cents for this piece, and there's not a lot of value here. If you get the interactive one, you could probably sell it for between $10 and $20. This one, I'm going to list on Facebook Marketplace for just a few bucks. Hopefully a homeschooling parent will see it and need it.
And
that guy. This piece down here in the cart is a slate. It was nice because it was already drilled and had a cord to hang. It was painted by Becky, whoever Becky is. She did a nice job. But I saw a vision. I haven't painted in a while, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to paint a rooster on this slate. I'm going to make it nice and bright. Roosters are popular right now. And I'm going to hang it in our shop and see if anybody wants a hand-painted by myself rooster. So here you see a recent picture of our shop with the rooster hanging on the gallery wall. We're going to try and find some paint. What?
Tool set.
Yeah.
A grilling tool set.
Do you need a grilling tool set? Do we need one? It doesn't have the brush to clean.
These are tongs here.
Tongs. Do you need that for the camper?
I don't see why not.
Okay. This was sold at Kmart for $5.99.
Clearance on the clearance section.
Yeah. All right. You get what you want.
Oh, you get what you want.
You get what you want. We always joke when we're at this thrift store because the prices are so low that, you know, you can get anything you want. Get anything. My treat. This was a Cedarville College mug. Cedarville College is now Cedarville University. I think it changed in 2002, I read. I didn't even know there was a Cedarville College. So apparently there is. Then we found this golf ball water globe. Some of these can be worth money. The original one, and I believe it had a Titleist ball in it, can be worth some money. This one, not so much. Here were a couple of very heavy resin pieces. They had some age to them. There was a Peace and a Joy. I thought about picking them up for our Christmas decor, but I just really didn't see the aesthetic that, you know, I didn't like the way they looked. I was asking Irf his opinion, and he was like, meh. So they stayed on the shelf. I want to say one was like 29 cents and one was like 49 cents. I was surprised by this guy that he opened, and I was kind of bummed because he was missing one little skater right here, and he worked. So I was like asking Irf, what can we put in there? Can we find a little something that'll go in there? Because yeah, he worked, he played. Well, let's listen. Oh man. Could I find something else to put in there?
I know.
Yeah, he was so cute. He was only 69 cents, and I think that was why I was thinking, maybe I can save him. I could put a little skater in there. Here's Irf looking up the water globe. He's like, these are worth money. Then I spotted this down here. These are wall decals. I have bought and sold some in the past. Not these. There was like, what, 4 Toy Stories? I believe. I think this was from like Toy Story 2. They were cute. Not a lot of value here. You can see $12.50 with free shipping. They were super cute, but I left them. Then I found this little mug, and I couldn't believe how heavy it was. It Had a little artist name there, and yeah, I grabbed this. This little mug was 29 cents. It has a name on it, Susan Zulauf, and I looked up her stuff. The reason I picked up this was, one, it's Christmas and we're about to fill the booth full of Christmas stuff. And two, is extremely well made, very nice, heavy quality. I actually think by the time you put coffee in here, it's gonna be hard to lift. It's that heavy. It's really nice. I did find a couple of these sold for like 8 something plus shipping. So I don't think there's a tremendous value there, but in the shop with the rest of the Christmas stuff, I think I can put a few bucks on this and it should sell. We did not catch this, but I picked this up. It was 99 cents, and it's just a really nice, simple rack that we can hang in the shop. It'll be hung by the pegboard, and it allows us to display some things kind of, you know, on the wall rather than on a shelf. Very neat, very simple, sturdy little piece for $1. I know, what's this? Is this Avon? Probably Avon. What's this? This looks like it could be, it's Kmart. This looks like it could have been one of those Heather Goldmink pieces.
Yeah, so the meter that I have, I have the battery and I have the battery $50 extra battery.
Isn't that pretty?
Then we have to go in the charger and charge them up overnight.
Look at that one down there. Can you pull that out?
This one?
Yeah. That's pretty. How much you want for that one?
And that charger is
There's a tag on here, but I can't.
There's not a...
someplace where you ain't looked yet. That or she's
I like the look of these. They had cool colors in them, a little bit different than the normal Christmas red and green, but we decided to pass on them. Oh, look at this guy. Now, he's seen better days. He's definitely been on a dusty shelf. He needs some cleanup. He needs a bath and a brush. He looks a little sad, but that's exactly why I had to grab him. This guy is adorable. He's definitely got some age to him. I love that he has this fluffy mane and this fluffy tail. I do believe he's a Japan piece. He's very light. When I looked these up, I want to say a couple of them were labeled UNESCO, and I think they came in a pair. So sometime down the road, he lost his partner, and I'm sorry about that. But maybe we'll find you a home. He's the perfect size for the booth to stick in one of our cubbies. So he will probably go into a cubby. And I don't know if you saw this on his butt, but he was only 59 cents. This guy is a bank, but you put money in his mouth. That's cute. Old suitcases, yeah. I mean, some. Kind of cool with the little handle.
It is.
Do you know what this is used for?
What? Swan.
Yeah, you put like hand towels in there.
Oh, okay.
It's a cute pottery piece. Is it signed? Kinda. Is that something you think my sister would like?
Maybe. Well, you know it better than I do.
It's 29 cents. We'll get it. Speaking of my sister.
Some good stuff.
Speaking of my sister. All right, let's take this out and see if it's got a label on it.
Okay. Pretty good here.
It looks great. I just don't see any vintage. Wait, what's on the bottom? Somebody tore it off. The tassels are missing and there's no label on it.
It's junk.
Yeah.
It's junked up.
It's unfortunate because those wool blankets sell good at the shop.
Yeah. Wrap it up.
Let's do the same thing here. Check this one out. It looks like a dog of some kind. Ooh, it's a wolf.
Wolf.
And it's super soft. And it's signed. Al, that's the artist.
Al Agnew.
Cagnew?
Al Agnew. Al Agnew.
Agnew. What does this say?
Ooh. Northwest Company, made in China.
Those graphics are so cool. The artist is Al Agnew. There are several different pieces out there, throws out there that are signed by Al Agnew. This one seems to be a little harder to find. I've only found a couple of these, and I think it'll be a quick sell when I put it on eBay. All right, that was it for the shopping. I told you it was a quick trip. It's a very small place, so I'll tell you, you can get in and out of there pretty quickly. We looked at everything. All right, let me show you what I found this past weekend when I worked at the Shops by the Lake. Now, if you don't know, I have two booths that I share with my Aunt Beth at the Shops by the Lake. They are booths 54 and 108. If you go there, make sure you visit those booths. It is a wonderful place to go. You will find bargains there. They have sales all the time. In fact, this coming Saturday, everything in the place is 20% off, which is so great. We were making mental notes. Like, do we pick this up today or we risk not getting it on Saturday at 20% off? Everything that I got on this particular day, minus one thing, was all 50% off because there were some booths that were having even bigger sales. And a vendor friend of ours is actually moving her booth. And so I strategically manipulated her into having a 50% off sale. So I didn't really. She said, that's a great idea. I should have a sale so I don't have much to move across the mall. And so, sure enough, she went and got her 50% off sale posters. And we were standing right there. So of course I took advantage, thanks Amanda, of some of her amazing things. So I want to share that with you. First, take a look at this open display unit. This piece is a nice big piece. On the bottom, you'll see there are shaker pegs all the way across. And then it has this great little sectioned off area for knickknacks. The top has a groove for plates if I want to put plates in it. Now, I haven't decided yet if this is going to be a piece that we use in one of our shops or if it's going to be something that I use here at the house because I absolutely love it. I mean, you could put so much in it and it's built so well. I also got a smaller one. So take a look at this. He's a nice piece too. This little bar underneath him would make a great place for linens or for towels in a bathroom. And again, you've got these four little sections where something nice can go in there and a nice shelf on top to display things as well. I haven't decided yet if these things are going to stay here in the house or if they're going to be used in one of our shops. They're just really nice pieces that are built really well. Because of her half off sale, I got the smaller piece for $7 and the bigger piece for $12. It's incredible. So, and she was so nice. She cleared them all out for me. I said, are you sure you meant to do 50% off of everything, including your display pieces? And she said, yeah, absolutely. And so we took all the stuff out of them and I was so happy to have those. They're really great. Here's the other thing I got out of her booth. Actually, two things. This piece is so neat. We see so many pieces, like happy camper pieces and stuff with the old vintage camper, and I love them. I really do. I love that old vintage camper look. It's just so sweet. But I've never seen a piece that actually looks like our fifth wheel. So she had this frame in there, and I think we're gonna put, you know, me and Irf, and then maybe a picture of us with Mr. Brody, or just Mr. Brody has his own big picture in the middle. But how cool is that? This is like an actual fifth wheel. I'm actually considering going in and changing the blue here to match our brown on our rig and actually make it look like our rig. I think that would be pretty easy. I have the right paint for the job, so I think I'll probably do that before I put our photos in here. If you're looking for one of these, I found them on Amazon. They sell for about $18, which is a good price. Hers was $6, but 50% off, so I got this for $3. The last thing I got from her, I have had my eye on it from the moment we met, and I love it. It's the color, I think, and it's the style. It's so sleek. It reminds me kind of mid-century modern. It is just beautiful. It's the perfect shelf piece for drama. You know, if you have like big open white or bright shelves, this teal piece, this color would just pop. I haven't decided yet if it fits into my house or if I'm gonna list it. I'm seeing other similar pieces and they all range. I don't know if there's a certain maker or a certain something that people look for. This one is not signed. It's just stunning and the color is everything. I think it would just be amazing on a shelf. Oh, I don't know if I can let it go. But I will continue to look at comps and see if this is a piece that, you know, is more desirable. I was seeing some pieces similar to this that were listed in the $50 to $70 range. Now, will this one command that kind of money? I don't know. I don't know. But if it does, I'm willing to try. She had it for $24, $25. I think I got it for $12, 50% off. So $12 on this I thought was a really great deal. Now, if it only sells for $25 on eBay, that'll be a really great reason for me to keep it for myself, right? Look at him. There was another booth that was also having a 50% off sale. I believe it was the booth that Amanda is moving into. So they're leaving and all their stuff was 50% off. And I found this fish and he is phenomenal. He's just a carved fish with a little bit of color added. You can see here a little bit of red, a little bit of blue. But look at his face and his eyes and his mouth. He's really nicely done. He's not signed. He's probably just an import piece. But he's very striking. He's a very cool size and a very cool look. And I will try and list him on eBay and see if anybody's looking for something like this. I like that he looks a little bit more primitive, that his paint and everything is very faded, so he has that kind of rustic look. And I'm gonna use those keywords to see if somebody's looking for a more rustic looking fish. So I could see him in like a cottage bathroom or a cabin bathroom. He's just very cool. These guys were in another 50% off booth. And I can't find these guys. They're definitely modern, but it is a little gnome and a little owl salt and pepper shakers. They're adorable. I paid so little for these. I want to say maybe $1 or $1.50. My mind was not on using them for salt and peppers. Because of their small size, I thought these would look great in my miniature collection. Especially him, look at him. I love how he's got his little hands behind his back. He's pondering something. This is a piece I did not find in a 50% off booth, but it was only $6, which is a great price for Mexican pottery. I have a collection of these kind of things. If you've been around, you know. I do not have a toucan. And you know what's funny is I was just watching, I think last week, Nateesha found a couple of toucans and she found a piece of Mexican pottery. I want to say it was broken or something was wrong with it. She didn't pick it up, but immediately after. And it was funny because I was watching her and I was like, I don't have a toucan. Why don't I have a toucan? I want a toucan. It's like I will these things to happen because I went to work that week and here was this beautiful little toucan. He's so pretty. His painting is so great. He just says Mex and he is signed. I think this is a signature. I don't think it's a date. I want to say that's initials for the artist, but really cute. I was happy to find that. I actually didn't see it first. My Aunt Beth did. And she said, did you see this? And I went, oh my gosh. And I told her the story about Nateesha and her toucan. So I was happy to see that. The last thing and the coolest thing was actually, I can't take credit for this find either. My aunt found it and she held it up and I heard her say, he's $18. And I went, well, if you're not going to take them, I'll take them. Because I know how much these guys are going for. And I was pretty sure this was probably a $50 bill here. He is made by the Carolina Enterprises company. This is a 1981 Santa blow mold. Now, if you don't know about blow molds, do some research. I've never shipped one before, but I am going to ship this big guy somewhere. Somebody's gonna want him. This style, so if you look up Carolina Enterprises Santa blow mold, the one that you'll see the most has his hand kind of up here, like by his jacket, and his other hand down here. And I don't know if he's adjusting his coat or putting on his coat, but this guy with the naughty list here is a little bit more rare. Now, the last one sold for $50. There's another one listed for $75 plus some crazy shipping amount. I think I'll probably list him somewhere in the middle. And because we're coming up on the end of the year, it's a great time to have him because I think people will be looking for them and they are ready to pay for, you know, the more rare ones. And I think that I have one that's a little bit more rare. So $18 to $60-ish is a nice little flip. And that's it. That's the whole thing. That's the shebang. That's all she wrote. We're all done. We're finished. Hey, if you're still around with me at this point, I love you the most. Thursday, we'll be back with another shop along. We're actually going to be in the basement of an antique shop. I did a little bit of filming in the front and in the shop itself. I bought some things, some really cool stuff. And then we went to a Goodwill that was new in the Zanesville area. I did not film there. There was a lot of people, but I will have a haul from there and a haul from this really cool place. I want to say it was Matthew's Antiques. I'll give you all the information on Thursday, but it'll be cool to be there. And I hope to see you then. I appreciate you. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Click that little alarm button a couple of times so you know when I put up a new video. Do me a favor while you're clicking around there, click the like or the dislike, and then leave me a comment down below. Tell me if there was anything that you saw today that was, you know, a good find, or just say hello and then share the channel out so we can continue to grow the YosoBoho tribe. All right, y'all, I will see you on Thursday. Bye.